Okay, let's go to this. Do we have more information on when the testnet faucet? Yep, Tuesday. Done. Does the boosting effect on vesting apply also to the incentives vesting or only to the holdings vesting? Yeah, the incentives vesting is common to everybody. It's just a standard 24-month thing. The booster has no impact on that. Will we have a marketing video explaining the entire Vitruvio ecosystem? You betcha. We're gonna have lots of marketing videos, not just one. Lots. This is a fairly grow. Like if it isn't already obvious, it's growing to be a fairly large and complex thing. It's not something you can explain in one video. You want to have bite-sized video explaining different things to different constituents. Will we eventually have some official art appraisers available within our community since we plan to be an artist blockchain? I don't know. I don't know what their role would be, obviously, to appraise art, but how, maybe this is where the word ecosystem is really important, folks. When you have an ecosystem, what you do is you create opportunities for different people to participate. So I can imagine someone saying, hey, we are a team of art appraisers on Vitruvio blockchain for any artwork that you're thinking of buying that's over, say, $10,000 or whatever. We can give you our opinion. We can appraise it for you, and here's our fee or something like that. So we can, and they can even stand up their own website with artworks and charge a commission for that also. So yes. So our goal is to enable everybody, but whether we officially won't have or need art appraisers as part of the DAO. Nick, will you be buying boosters? Yep, because I'll be testing the whole process. And I always, in software, Kryptonian probably knows this, there's a phrase called eat your own dog food. So what that means is if you're building a product or you're doing something, you better use it yourself to make sure that you experience the joys and the pains of your users. So 100%. How do you see credit card sales funneling through the Vitruvio blockchain? Yeah, this is the second part of that question is very, very important. So one of the challenges that dApps have on Ethereum everywhere else is if they want to support credit cards, there are services like MoonPay, etc. But what they do is they just essentially do a crypto purchase first and load up the user's wallet. It's not as fluid as just buy. So our solution is that at the protocol level, Vitruvio, I guess at the DAO level, if you will, we are going to allow dApps to use credit to enable credit card purchases where the user of the credit card is oblivious to the fact that under the hood, they actually purchased some Vitru and the transaction happened on chain. They will be completely oblivious to that. So we absolutely want credit card purchases to occur, but we also know that ultimately we want Vitru token, the coin, to thrive, right? And so we will be enabling that, and that's actually quite high on the list of priorities, the credit card sales. So you're going to see that sooner rather than later. So those are the questions I had. So now let's go over, and I have to remind you, Chris. So the one question you had, let's go with that. And I'm going to keep the sneaker one up here because I like it.
Yeah. I'm still going to try to figure a way to get my sneakers, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
This comment comes from Tartan Madman. It says, when the boosters and super boosters are on sale, will we have a dApp that we can see in real time how much funds liquidity we have raised?
Yep, that's the dApp we're building right now. So progress bar and all of that. So yep.
All right, and I'm gonna skip down. I will go back if you saw your question, but I want to go back. I want to bring up Tad Hayes' comment because he did talk about credit cards and stuff, and I kind of, while you were just there, will Vitruvio be able to onboard and offboard fiat currencies? Is that still on the table for mainnet launch with central exchange, decentralized exchange, and what about credit card transactions?
Yep. So look, we are focused right now with laser precision on phase 1. That's all we're doing right now. But there is a phase 2 with multiple release candidate of mainnet, and then ultimately there's a phase 3 where we actually have the final mainnet. So during phase 2, is when the centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, the bridge, etc., comes into play. So we absolutely have to and need to onboard and offboard. I wouldn't say fiat, but more other cryptos, because fiat is the domain of an exchange, a centralized exchange. So that's not us, but we would be allowing you um, to swap with other currencies, and that's what the DEX is about, and that's what the centralized exchange is about. But once you're in the centralized exchange, then you can offboard to fiat. But we would be doing it with other currencies, not fiat. And credit card, I just addressed that question. So, yep.
Okay. The next is just a few statements. It was written earlier on, so I thought I'd just read it through there and see what your input. Vitruvio's rich metadata provides targets for search. Vitruvio also provides the search engine as part of the set of primitives that associate apps we will have too. My suggestion, which I believe would be a tremendous winner, is that in addition, Vitruvio should make the search data available to Google, therefore allowing the number one search engine in the world to find Vitruvio consignment art.
I love that. So Dr. Martin is a very active member of the art ecosystem and a huge help. This is a great idea. So we do have an API that we will surface it, but to feed that to search engines, I think that's definitely very, very cool. And I just made a note of that, and we'll add that feature. I think that's definitely a winner.